we have to discuss this before it might bring some clarity to the need for specific language. So we can do that as well.
Yeah.
I'm looking as far as the equipment, I mean, that equipment one is long enough, what was that, 0.2? That's easy. Any personal equipment can't be attached to the district network, period.
So, Baron.
With that, I think we.
Well, it's up to be heard, to be
Oh, let's get that. Sorry.
Sorry.
Any public left to be heard? Seeing none, looks like there will be a little bit more conversation on what was that, 22?
15, great.
3. 23 we'll have.
I think 2 as well. So then 3.
Okay, we'll have 815.2 and .3 brought back to us with suggested revisions.
What was the concern with E15-2, just so we can properly address it?
To clean it up a little bit more, as far as very simple. No personal equipment can be connected to the network of the school, period.
We really do need to outline the idea of, for students, the adherence of rules, the code of conduct, confiscation.
That you do, yes.
And so the connection to the internet is just, that's stated twice, but it's in both student and staff. Are we holding 52 back? And if so,
I know 3 for sure.
right.
Oh, I'm sorry, I thought Bob was going to recommend that.
No, I thought we talked about it enough. I'll bring it up at the board meeting when it comes up for a vote.
Okay.
That's fine.
We're going to have another discussion on it.
815-2. I'm sorry, 815. Right.
Yeah, 2 I'll bring up at the board meeting when it comes up.
Okay. All right, so that concludes the policy portion of our meeting. I'll turn it back over to Vice President.
Okay, moving on. Thank you. Buildings and grounds. So we have Mr. Wright, Eliada, Mr. Price, who present.
We'll hear this evening from Mr. Galliato and Mr. Bryce on the Palmer Elementary School project, the design development that we are currently, the stage that we're currently at with Palmer Elementary School. This is one of 2 projects that we're currently designing with Cheston that we heard about last month. Similar to the Cheston project, we had a few things that we were looking at with the design of this building. One is efficiency, and really looking at the footprint of the school and making sure that it's an efficient school. Right now it's a pretty sprawling school, so we've really looked at that. We're also looking at the character elements of this school because it's an important part of the community and how we can bring those into the new site. Similar to all of our projects, we're also looking at community space so that we can access portions of the building by the community, both in the evening hours and then also for any weekends or activities that are taking place, and be able to shut down the rest of the school while leaving community space open. So we've been meeting as a design team to put this together, and then we've also met with members of the staff. Meredith Nauman, the principal at Palmer, participates on the design team, and the staff in various, departments within the building have also weighed in. So from the phys ed to the library to the art, to make sure that it really meets the needs of the current program that we're offering to our students.
Thank you. And since most of the presentation are nice renderings of the building, Alyssa stole a lot of my thunder as far as how we got here in the first place. We have been meeting bi-weekly, really good collaborative effort with the administrators, some members of the board, and obviously the administration. I'd like to think some people come just for the coffee and bagels, but there actually is pretty good input happening too. So one of the aspects with Palmer, based on the footprint of the existing building on the site, we can't build next to it and keep the students here. So one of the things we're doing with the Tracy and the Forks renovation project, so to speak, is those students are moving out, taking advantage of that available space at the middle school, and that's where the Palmer students will be when this project begins, because we need to start with taking this building down. So at this point, we are approximately halfway through the design phase. We look to be wrapping up the design phase in about March 2018 and looking to start construction after the students are out in June. And
Josh, excuse me.
Sorry.
Do you have additional materials that you handed to the board? Did you hand them out to people in the audience? Anybody in the audience interested in having a copy? You're welcome to. Sure. Sorry.
No problem. So approximately 2-year duration construction time frame for the demolition and the construction of the new building. Sure, Randy is going to show you some of the aspects that Alyssa spoke about as far as a community space, clustered spaces within the building on one section, and a very efficient 3-story classroom layout that helps to keep the structure of the building as compact and budget friendly as possible. So with that, I will turn it over to Randy Galliotto, who can take you through some of the renderings.
Thank you. Pull this off and step back a bit. So as mentioned earlier, it's been a very collaborative effort designing both of these schools, and we really appreciate that. Mrs. Amelia mentioned the existing school that we're in today, and you're going to see a site plan and aerial view of that school here. And you can see how sprawling it is here. So it takes up most of this very large site. And what we're going to present to you tonight is a plan that's much more efficient than that and much more friendly for the educational environment. This is an overall site plan so you get the sense of reference to the entire neighborhood. This hashed area here is Palmer Township's latest plan for the community center and the development that you see under construction today. We did touch base with the township just to make sure what we were doing was making sense as far as good planning goes, and we worked with the township. They're building a new parking lot here next to the water tower. We're working with the township to make that have dual use. This pink building here is our new building footprint. You can see it's a lot less sprawling than the current building. If you came in the upper drive by the water tower, we are going to keep that drive there and accessible throughout construction, and we'll be reconstructing the lower drive. You'll see this is the site plan. The magenta area is the building footprint. You're going to enter the site through by the water tower, and there'll be an access drive that gets you to a teacher's parking lot. Buses will come in, they'll stack and peel in this area here in front of the school. Get children to the school safely. And then right in this area here will be a parent drop-off. It's not shown on this plan yet, and parking lot. So it's very efficient. The plan is very safe. Teachers are separated from parents. Buses are also separated from parents. And kids are not walking behind cars or through cars or around buses to get to the front door. I'll talk about this a little later, but we wanted to try to keep students very close to where they're being dropped off. And that's why this classroom wing took this shape, allowed us to push the building extremely close to the front curb. This is the first floor plan and the main floor plan of the building. We're bringing a lot of kids in through the building, so we have two major access points. This will be the main entrance here, and then there will be a secondary entrance here where will be like a 4th and 5th grade entrance, just to keep those kids separated so they're not all coming in through one door. Then the parents will drop off, the kids being dropped off will come in down by the gym. So we were looking at the site while we were planning this school, and there was also a mention about using this building as a community school. I'll try to outline it here for you, but the school will be locked down after hours, but this entire area here will be open to the public. And that consists of the orange, which is the cafeteria, this light tan area is the gym, and then the library here in the center. And then there's bathrooms. So that's all accessible to the public. This light green area here is administration, guidance in the nurse's office. And then this is the academic wings here. So we wanted to try to create a heart for the academic wing, which mimics really the philosophy of the fireplace that exists here today in the kindergarten classrooms. So when you walk in this front door, be a nice open stair, monumental stair, and this area here really becomes like the heart of the classroom wing. So this is where every student goes to circulate through the building, to go to the bathroom, to go to the office, and the same with the teachers. So again, I'll highlight the orange is the cafeteria area, the tan is the gym, this is the library here, the light green is administration, and these are the classrooms. So the first floor will house the kindergarten and first grade, and then the second floor will house second and third, then the third floor will house the fourth and fifth grade. We're doing something unique here with the cafeteria through our collaborative process. We're actually going to look at the cafeteria actually opening completely up to be one large lobby. If you go to a community basketball event here at the school now, in between games, everyone's sitting out in the hallway, everyone's crammed together. So this will allow this cafeteria to be opened up to be a large lobby to accommodate those people. So there's a lot easier flow and safer flow in and out of the building. And that's the second floor. You see it's very efficient. The classrooms are stacked. And when we talk about efficiency, we're talking about efficiency in construction, which equates to dollars and cents. And there's a lot of efficiencies in the educational aspects of the classrooms as well. There's that central area here, which everyone will circulate up through. There's the same bathroom stacked, SGIs, and this is the second and third grade. And that's the third floor, which will be fourth and fifth. Typical classroom layout here, and you'll see a photo. This is actually a photo of the Cubbies at Paxton Elementary School. It's a typical classroom layout, very similar to Cheston. So we're trying, because we're designing both of these buildings at once, taking common elements so everything is standardized. This is a sneak peek at a classroom at Paxton. This has been a big hit with the staff. We've had end user meetings for both of these buildings where we've met with the staff to get their input in designing their space. We've shown this photo and it's been a big hit, so you can see plenty of cabinetry so everything's stored away and safe, and everyone likes the color sprinkles here on the floor. This is a rendering of the classrooms that will be here at this building. Another view outside. Standard corridor, we have to develop these yet, but we'll get into more of the details with the committee in the coming months. And this is what we're at with the exterior of the building. We really want to take cues from this existing building, the architectural elements of the existing school, those historical architectural features. And if you look at the school on your way out tonight, you'll see there's very nice brick detailing. We want to take that and bring it to the new school. We'll want to try to stay with that same buff color brick. This is the main entrance here. And I'm going to show you an image that I'm going to end with next. Now I'm going to say this is early in its development. We'll develop it more and more over the coming months, but we took a little cue with the clock tower at the new front entrance with the sign. So we still have to develop it a lot more, but that's where we're at today. Happy to take any questions. I tried to be quick. I know it's been a long night. Happy to answer any questions.
Right here, just got one question. The Paxosa emblem that we put in the gym, are we going to do similar?
Yes.
In green.
So we're starting to show a little bit of green. Any questions? No? Okay.
Well, just going to say, is there anyone from the public to be heard on? Come on up. Sign in. Yes, please. Oh, yeah, we didn't have anybody on from the public speak on any agenda item, so yeah, we welcome.
My name is Sandra Hughes. I live at 2933 Liberty Street, and I just have one general question for this gentleman. Your plans here for the access in, you say you're just coming in from Green Pine. Is there any indication there'll be any coming in from anything on Liberty Street?
Is this Liberty Street here?
No.
This is
Right, yes.
Yeah, so there's a drive here now. We're going to actually use paving material that allows grass to grow through it.
Okay.
And it'll just be for like emergency zone.
Almost the emergency only. It's going to be grass.
It'll be grass, so it'll have like a paver material underneath that they won't see.
Okay.
Just so when cars do drive on emergency vehicles.
So it would just be for emergency, because that's my concern, is because of the children. There was an incident years back, and a child was hurt there. I live there, I've seen a number of times, people go lying down there, I've actually seen them wrap that chain around the front of their car. Not once, not twice. Go right down, they'll actually come from the top lot, they come down, they cut over the field, and they go down out to the maintenance garage and cut out that way, because they want it as a shortcut. Years back, somebody actually took bolt cutters and actually cut the chain, because they didn't hurt it, it was their shortcut. That was my concern. Okay, thank you very much, we appreciate that.
Anyone else from the public to be heard on agenda items only? Okay, seeing none. So I think we have another meeting in 2 weeks as a summary to confirm these plans for Palmer and finish them up. I don't think there's anything on the agenda right for that. All right. Well, we appreciate the presentation. Is there any other business from the board? See none. Is there anyone from the public to be heard on non-agenda items? None. I'd like a motion to adjourn. Any discussion? All in favor? Any opposed? Okay. Adjourn the meeting at 7:52.